Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gascally Samus from Gearworks.com and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, back with another episode of the Firearms Sales. As my sub-branding title for those of you watching the archive version on YouTube, for any of my videos featuring Let's Play footage of me playing first-person shooters. Tonight we're going to be getting things a little bit sweaty with Destiny 2. I am finally making my return to Destiny 2 on the PC for the first time since the flip from Battle.net to Steam. I'm very excited. I got a little bit of a taste today. I need to say I got immediately addicted, and I was going to be pretty well disciplined and play what was already on my playlist, which was supposed to be Dirt 4 by Codemasters, also on PC, but I did an upgrade to my PC last night, and Destiny 2 turns out to be a better test for that, so I decided I wanted to get in and play a little bit more this evening. Can I get that verification that I've got good voiceover commentary coming out in the live stream? Try that one more time. Can I get good confirmation that I've got good voiceover commentary coming out in the live stream? Okay, well, away we go. I'm going to be picking up playing my Hunter tonight, who's my main character on PC. And we'll do our best in the meantime to keep up with things going on in the chat. So I guess we're getting things started here about 10:22 p.m. on a Saturday night, the 26th of October in this year of our gaming, 2019. We're going to be popping out periodically to take a look at temperatures on this new CPU, just to make sure that things remain copacetic. So this character is still working through the Forsaken campaign, and I just completed one of my things for Spida. Now I don't have a super warm fuzzy. It feels like no. Let's go in and sort weapons and stuff. So I played earlier today. $751. Yeah, I like this new portrait scheme now where they show all your stuff, you know, both you, your bike, and your ghost. So I've already picked up some items that deliver some extra oomph. 750, 760, 756. We're already starting to experience some changes. The jury's still out a little bit on, with weapons, they have moved the shader screen to this thing below. And most times I feel like that's okay. Every once in a while when I keep missing to check the shader screen. I'm like, why don't they just leave it back on the original page? But overall, I do think that I like the change. Still haven't quite gotten the hang of this thing. Just they've added some new skills, perks, management as part of the armor screens. Since we're bringing in so those were the boots. Okay. So this is what I mean. I gotta go back through all of these and check it on appearance. So, yep, he's got a shader for that. Okay, so I think I got everything sorted for attachments and color scheme. Then I believe we will be good. All right. So I don't know, is that... So there's definitely some funkiness, yeah, so... In the migration, they brought over my content, because I had bought Forsaken, but they have not... They didn't bring my status. So I think I gotta play this opening sequence of Forsaken again.
No. But I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you. And you, my man.
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
So I meant to update my hardware panels tonight. Which I failed to do. So maybe we're okay. Maybe I did bring my status over. Maybe that was just sometimes when these things are... No, I think it's going to make you play through the opening sequence of Forsaken. Which is fine. Like I said, I wasn't that far into it.
Petra Bench. Thanks for the invite. What you packing for this party?
The usual.
Ooh, do the thing. Seriously, watch this. It'll never not freak me out. Do it again.
Later. Maybe. Right now, Gen Pop is running wild. Fortunately, the main arena and lower levels remain on lockdown. But if the core security systems fail, containment is going to be a problem.
Just another day at the office. All right, partner, this is a Cade riff in 6. For the changes in today. Try to keep up. Now let's go to prison.
Cade. But I think the specs down below are for the gaming PC on the other side of the room.
Oh, these guys really want to dance.
Tonight we're actually playing on the backup gaming PC.
If these killers get out, the reef will be overrun.
So we split up and take them out. And a 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! What's up with that ish? It's interesting coming through here now, more powered up and with better weapons. SMG, Monkey Tuckers. For Big Tubby.
Timeout 3.
Sword. Never get tired of that. Come on, Centurion. Let's dance! Oh. Gonna have to rethink that. Ah, what the clock was that?
Whoa, who's blowing stuff up without me?
Ah.
I'm gonna get eyes on that explosion. You two join me when you can.
On our way, Petra.
The faster the better. That blast knocked a few more cell blocks over.
Centurion better still be there. There we go. No. One of the issues with this is it's very difficult to tell where I am. Don't really have a good sense of the structure of this place. Oh, that's Petra.
That explosion took out security on the lower decks. I'll check the high-value prisoners down there. You and Cade head to the security hub. Get security back online.
Herm.
Now, this crowd isn't going to just let us stroll into the security hub. I'll go high, you go low.
Crazy chaos. Thought he was gonna come after me with those meat cleavers. Hate those guys. Slide. Ah. Oh. Got jacked a second time. What is up, Clucker? Alright, so we got a quick clip from the stream deck so we can check audio mix balance here in a little bit. Surprise! Really? Nope, it's not going down like that. You got slide jacked. Always love the music in Destiny as well. So at any rate, it's been a while. A few days since I streamed. I think it's Wednesday. I took a day off from gaming in total. Got him running from that grenade. And then Thursday, I played off stream.
Can I just say I'm having the time of my life right now?
Friday, played my boy Nostradamus. Some Borderlands. What? Okay. That caught me unprepared. Oh, he's got a shield! Oh, finishing move! So I think part of the problem is I remapped... Yeah, I remapped my secondary. That's it. I keep reaching for my, I gotta look up over here over this huge microphone. The Samsung G-Track Pro. Get off. That is a grenade. Just waiting to happen. Night. Yeah, I see y'all up there. Not falling for that. Where'd he go? This is one of the things that's so different about this game in Borderlands. Borderlands, the enemies just feel like crazy nut jobs. Mad Max kinda. People, whereas enemies in Destiny actually feel evil. It makes you feel a little more heroic. Oh, Snakies. Wizard. Irian. I see you, Irian. We're gonna take out your trash first. Oh! Woo! think I can get up there. So at any rate, hardware-wise, we're on the backup gaming PC tonight. And for various reasons, I elected to do an incremental upgrade to this machine. And so I upgraded the CPU and added an M2 NVMe PCIe SSD.
Hey, if you're making a sandwich, could you bring one for me?
Okay, so the audio mix balance sounds okay. So, won't need to putz around with volumes anymore, right?
We're approaching the security hub now.
Copy that. Everything's gone dark down here, so I'm stuck taking a long way to Supermax.
But I think I wailed away a little bit too much on the retention mechanism of the aftermarket CPU cooler that I ran in this box.
Kate! Scratch that! You definitely planned. Meet you at the security hub.
Because this was a very rare
Other left.
upgrade where it's the first time that I've ever been able to maintain both the motherboard and the heatsink and fan assembly.
Better clear the area before going in.
Oh, nice. Oh. Please tell me I got my super, that, and super. Whoa. Spectacular. Nice. But I think I wailed away on the heat sink assembly too much. And it was not cooling properly. So usually most of my builds... Oh! Whoa! On most PCs that I build, my idle temperatures will usually be around low to mid 30s. And on this machine, idle temperatures were like in the mid to high 50s. And peak temperatures were in the 90s.
Kate, I got you. Stand by for promotion.
And I kept going back and forth on whether that was okay. We're gonna peek in and check in on temperatures right now. So that is actually, unfortunately, the main reason why I am streaming tonight. So this is awesome. So while playing Destiny 2, I've got temperatures up, peaking in the in the high 50s. That's pretty flippin' amazing. Awesome sauce. Okay, so I'm not even gonna... I'm done.
Oh, you missed a truly masterful performance. All that's left is the cookie graces.
How do I know Kate is gonna screw something up?
What's happening to the floor? Yeah, hi, let's gun up the work. Get out of here, will you?
Thanks, Cade. Ah, sword. Oh, I haven't cleared that, keep trying to pop my, finishing move. Thrall. These things are still like the rats of Destiny 2. What? Really, I didn't... What?
I've got struck. Now.
Remember to purge the buffers.
Sure, got it. One question. How do I do this?
Press the red button.
Don't ever tell...
Press all of them.
Why would you ever tell Cade to press a bunch of red buttons?
Can't believe that worked. I'm amazing at this. Scratch that. It did not work.
Gonna do this again?
Don't worry, we got this. You're safe.
No grenade back up yet? Getting housed. Oh no, don't get stuck. We eliminate. Eliminate resistance! Oh! Need to wait till you heal up. Really need a grenade. Oh, too far. Move, move, move. The fireworks in here. Jeez. Of course, now this thing's gonna lower and not give me cover. Great. Of course, you guys exploding is helping me out. Miss. Nope, get out of there, get out of there! Blow them up! Not my favorite mission. It's a little boring and repetitive at some points.
Loading it. For real, this is. Come on. And stay down. Next report with extreme prejudice. Well, everything's where it's supposed to be, but now it's asking me for some kind of secondary activation. Should be a
Come
turret
on.
we can use out on the cabin. I'll cover you once I figure out how to turn the turret. By the way, you and me, good team. Let me get that door.
Okay, so the plan had been...
Manual mode. Interesting.
The plan had been I was going to do that upgrade tonight. And once again, that upgrade was a... so I had a core... No. I had an AMD
Hey, buddy, what do you think?
Ryzen 5 first generation. Ryzen 5 1600X in this box.
You still with us, Benjamin? We're gonna clear your path to Supermax real soon.
Copy that.
Engram!
I got this, buddy. Take it easy.
Oh. Cult Knight. And the main reason I was going to do the upgrade was because I've been taking assessment of hard drive storage across my PCs in the studio, and said that I needed to address anywhere that there were shortfalls. I have some drives in this system that were full almost, and so I needed to upgrade them or add storage. And so I resolved the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to I realized that I had an M2 slot on this motherboard, which I hadn't used because when I bought it I didn't know anything about M2 drives. But since then I have installed an M2 drive in my gaming laptop, and so I had that opportunity to do a lot of research and whatnot. The M2 drive form factors and the difference between SATA and PCIe, NVMe, M2, 2280, all that stuff, form factors. And also picked out a few products in that category that I'm comfortable with from vendors, and oh, I hate those things with the Shap rifles. Oh, Shap! I hate those things. Yeah, he's just getting straight supered. Boom, 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 boom. Pull my Gambit from the X-Men routine here. He got beat up in the corner.
I hit a locked door. Any
Whew.
ideas for me?
Everybody got shook. Alright. So like I said, the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to add an M2, an NVMe PCIe M.2 2280 1 terabyte SSD into the M2 slot. So did that.
Accessing the lower levels now. Just
I really wanted to add a 2 terabyte drive, but I just couldn't afford it right now.
today.
So long as you're the one buying.
I also decided to use this time, since I was in the box, I considered other things I could upgrade. So I thought about CPU, RAM, GPU, power supply. At the end, I decided I was only going to mess with the CPU. And did some research and found out that
Pretty good down here.
was really fortunate. There was an available upgrade path to upgrade the CPU and not have to upgrade the motherboard, which is pretty amazing, or the heatsink and fan assembly, because the TDP of the new processor I was buying was the same as the TDP of the previous processor, which is a 95 watt part. So I wound up upgrading from a
No. Cade, he's gone.
first generation Ryzen 5.
It's a prison break.
The airlock on Deck Zero. It's the only way out this far down. They're going to escape.
Not if I get there first.
So yeah, so I had a first generation Ryzen 5 1600X in this box, and I changed it out for a third generation Ryzen 5 3600. It's so ridiculous. That's a Guardian right there. So I made the change last night. I'd planned on waiting until tonight, but when I got done playing Borderlands with Nostradamus, I got antsy, and I wanted to just get the box up on the table and strip it down and prep it.
You see that, Petra?
But I wound up going ahead and starting the upgrade.
Guardian. Must have knocked out the comm relays with that spectacular landing. And cue the ominous music. Okay, everybody. Back in your cages. I said, back in your cages. Yeah, that hurt. Sorry, not sorry.
Pulls a super. Whoa! That happens sometimes when you get your super intercepted.
That's it. Now I'm pissed.
Go! Who knew the horn was actually functional?
Oh, is that really all you got?
Cade.
Help me out here, buddy.
Without his ghost to resurrect him.
I'm coming home, Ace.
So I did the upgrade last night, put the aftermarket heatsink and fan back on the CPU. In this box, I had a Arctic Freezer 13 CO for continuous operation. Aftermarket part, because I always rig aftermarket coolers
What's happening?
on my CPUs.
In Cade. Hey, welcome back. We fell at least 20 stories down, and I can't reach Cade or Petra. Ether trails. Look out for escaped fallen. But this ether is wrong somehow.
I feel... snap. Yeah, I'm gonna swap weapons around. Something new there. Boom. Oh, nice. Like that. But after I made the part swap and installed cooling and everything, I started running tests, and my idle temperatures on the CPU were in the high 50s. Mid to high 50s, and it was peaking at anywhere from 95 to 105. And like I said, I would spend all day Googling and agonizing over whether or not that was a problem, and could I run like that, and was it worth going back in the box to mess with that stuff, and I finally decided tonight, after running Destiny 2. And so, yeah, I played some Dirt 4 earlier today to kind of test it, because I felt like that's a pretty good, graphically intense game that would also work the CPU. I ran a bunch of benchmarks and stuff earlier today, too. I had to uninstall and would have needed to find some new ones because these third-generation Ryzen CPUs kind of throw some of the old tools and benchmarks for a loop. And so rather than spending a lot of time searching for new benchmarks, what is... I just went ahead and decided...
They used to be falling.
I just went ahead and decided to do some gaming for my stress tests. I also downloaded AMD Ryzen Master, which also has a stress test tool built in. I'll probably run that again a little bit later tonight just to be able to directly observe temps in real time, rather than like I have to do with gaming where I have to kind of alt-tab out. I really love this Razer Viper mouse. The left trigger actuation on it is PDQ.
Detecting activity below us, but I still can't get anyone on comms.
Really? No! I almost jumped off the edge there. I know. Stepping in the fire was the better part of the valor. So finally, then I made one last attempt to go back into the box before stream time tonight and tried to correct the physical install of that Arctic Freezer 13. Install and just couldn't get it to seat correctly. And finally, I decided to just give up on it. I feel like I did something to that thing physically just in trying to do the second install. I think that's a thing where I cannot install those large block CPU heatsink and fan assemblies without taking the PC, taking the motherboard entirely out of the box. Because, of course, when I initially install it, the motherboard is out, and I assemble the motherboard, CPU, heatsink, and fan and RAM outside of the case. And then I just drop that whole assembly into the case as a unitary piece. So I think in the future, either I need to... I hate that I cannot get up there. Do Do I have my triple jump armed? I do. I did not realize that. What is that? Gotta go. Go, 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 go. Move, move, move. What? Like stealth fallen? Stealth mutated fallen? Has no. Got one guy down there. Gotta use cover. Whoa, no! That works. Whoa, whoa! Oh, he's still alive. What? Power weapons are full. Gotta do something about that. Oh, that's a power weapon. No, I got you. No new armor. No. Yeah, when I armed the stuff last time, I didn't check all the mods, perks, and config settings for each weapon. Alright. Nice. There's so much to manage in this game now. Used to be you used to just put out a piece of armor. Oh, what happened there? Why is that not? Because they're all part of the same. Huh, okay. This thing restores your own. To change difference, you get a universal ornament. It's unlocked for all characters of the relevant class on your account. Okay. Dragonfly regalia mask, alright. So I guess it's just a slight change in the way those things work. And it seems like each time you swap in a new piece of armor, you have to reconfigure that stuff. Even if you had it configured before on a different piece of armor. So I think now I'm full up. So yeah, so it's putting the so once I gave up on the aftermarket heat-sinking fan, I went with the stock cooler, which fortunately, I guess, all AMD processors come with. Whoa! A little more blow-uppy than the norm. Jeez. Fortunately, he takes some of his friends with him when they blow. It's a good thing Destiny 2 has good audio, because I'm having to listen for these guys. Hear them sooner than I actually see them. I don't even know what this thing is. Is it a sniper rifle? Is it a submachine gun with a special scope?
No. Kate's ghost. She's dead.
What?
Without his ghost, Cade dies. We've got to find him.
Great. That down there making all that dang noise. Hey, Abomination! Did that grenade just do nothing to him? Except attract his attention. Great. Must fire faster. Okay, that did some hurt. Oh, out of ammo. Yeah, we're not even gonna play. Get at me, B. Get at me, savage! Alright, go. I knocked him 50%, right? Oh, 2-punch. Can't afford to scope in now with all these chumleys in here. Grenade, good. Wake up to a punch, fool. No heavy ammo, great. Oh, that's a nice little vantage point here. Great. Heavy ammo! Get it loaded! Where is it? Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Is that it? Drop, yokel.
Hold on, Kate. We're coming.
He didn't feel a thing.
Oh, he took his weapon. So I wound up putting the stock cooler on there, the Wraith Stealth, which supposedly is supposed to be the worst of the 3 different Wraith coolers that have come out on the 3 generations of Ryzen. I think the key thing is that they perform best when they have help from additional cooling, and I have a lot of additional cooling in this box.
Nothing like it.
So I've got a 200 millimeter fan on the intake fan on the front. I have 2. I think they're 120 millimeters, might be 140 millimeters. But I have 4 cooling fans in the top, 2 which bring in cool air and push them right down onto the CPU cooler's intake fan. And then I have 2 exhaust fans on the left-hand side on the top that pull hot air out.
Best bet I ever
Lost.
Now these parts are a little interesting, how this story unfolds. And how the rest of the Vanguard react to Cade being taken out.
He had the worst jokes. Even worse timing. I wanted to laugh.
So putting in the Wraith Stealth wasn't worry-free in and of itself. I just wasn't absolutely certain that
We should have been there.
that the cooling shroud wasn't going to come into contact with some of the cap banks that were pretty close to the CPU socket.
The head of Aldrin Sov. But if he thinks what he's done is the end, it's not. It's the beginning. We're going to
But it worked out okay. Just had to go through a little bit of herky-jerky.
hear me. All of us, every Titan, every Warlock, every Hunter. We will take the Reef by storm. And then we will mount the head of that son of a bitch on his precious throne. For our fire team. For Cade.
Yeah, this shocked me the first time I heard it.
We are guardians. We need to keep our eyes here. On our home, our people, the traveler. The reef was lost the moment it lost its queen. So if another Sov wants a stretch of lifeless rocks, let him have it.
This is Cade we're talking about. For us to do nothing is
Say it.
cowardice.
I refuse to bury any more friends.
You won't have to.
What? Your guardian speaks.
Is
So with the extra SSD in there, that gives me some room for some additional game installs. So on this box, which I had never actually built with the intention of it being a gaming box, this PC was actually originally built to be a studio PC for video editing, audio editing, and being a streaming PC. But when I stripped the second GTX 1070 out of my primary gaming PC early last year, when I realized just like no game devs are making games that really use SLI, it gave me a spare GTX card, and so I threw it in here. But because I hadn't fitted it for... Normally, in my gaming PCs, what I put in is a 4 terabyte drive for game storage, or game installs. And since I hadn't fitted this one out like that, I've always been kind of challenged on storage with the way I install games. Because I gotta have games installed for reviews and whatnot for the podcast. Grenade launcher. So that's a heavy. I'm trying to keep logistics to a minimum tonight, but always having to do at least a little bit in Destiny 2. So we can get that.
Maybe a new look. What can I do for you, Guardian?
I've never understood this store. I guess I was given some bright dust. I'm sure Bungie's doing that just to whet your appetite. Freaking 1000 emote.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Wow, the sucker costs 450.
Another satisfied customer.
What has always bothered me is that there's just no way to earn silver.
Thanks for shopping Eververse, Guardian.
I guess the only thing you can do is buy it. And that's their way of getting a piece of the action for microtransactions. I did not intend for that to run. So they put me here. I'm just gonna check out my new stuff and arm it.
Speak to me.
So I haven't leveled up, right? Always forget to check the second tab.
Do you have something for me, Guardian?
Okay, so I think... Alright, I think I'm good. Huh. It's acting as if... Nope. Okay. Yes, that's the only thing I don't like is it doesn't give you... So this bugs me because without... Like, so I don't know where the next Forsaken mission is, and in fact... I mean, it's supposed to be... Supposed to be doing stuff for Spider, but... But I don't know that he has the actual campaign. And so there's some adventures there. So I guess what I have to do is I've got to go through... I mean, I shouldn't have to... Oh, okay. Legacy first. Okay, here we go. Now I got your Legacy Forsaken. Speak with the Vanguard. Return to Ikora in their tower. Return to Zavala in the tower. So now I'm tracking it. Wait, no. I would have thought that there would have been a purple icon here. Legacy Forsaken Campaign.
I thought you'd be gone by now. I would attempt to dissuade you from the course, but it would only incite its move. As it stands, we've got every available gun dealing with escapees from the prison buildings. It's still not enough. If you go to war with the Reef, it's a war you will have to fight alone. The Vanguard cannot help you.
I don't know what all that means. So this is all about strikes. So I don't know that I'm going to run any strikes while I'm trying to play through Forsaken. Alright, Zavala. Well, if you got nothing but strikes, then I am not going to worry about it. And it looks like I have nothing to turn into him.
Be brave. Let's get to work.
Okay, so that cleared.
We have much to discuss.
That. See if I can remember how to get to the bazaar. I think I do. No!
On the edge of the reef lies a wasteland called the Tangled Shore. That's where you'll find Aldrin. I won't stop you from going. As for Zavala, he would cling to the broken pieces of the future he imagined until they crumble in his hand. He hasn't seen what I've seen. Ever since the Traveler woke, it's been speaking to me. Visions of crowns, roses, silver trees, candles that turn into bonfires. And I'm not the only one. If you see something new, don't be afraid to pursue it. I wish I could help you more. But the city needs a unified vanguard. Or at least the illusion of one. And this is your road now.
High Plains Blues. All that stuff requires season pass. All right.
There is always a battle. At the cost.
Search the Tangled Shore for Cade's killers. Okay. Here we go.
Yes, I am humbled by your gracious acceptance. Marasav, my sister, your queen, may be gone. But she is with us now, and always. As for you, my friends, my barons, you embraced me when I was cast out. And for that, I gift to you the bounty of the Tangled Shore. Go, unleash upon the fallen chaos.
By your grace, Father.
Weird.
You would be proud. The Reefborn's love for their queen remains undiminished.
Love is fleeting, but devotion. Now that is forever. Not one of them has ever shown more strength of devotion than you, my dear brother.
What the cluck is going on?
The Awoken cannot be trusted. You and I know that better than anyone. Together, we can bestow upon our people the fortune they so richly deserve. Extinction.
Y'all are crazy! It's like a little mini Thanos. Or he is.
Come, brother. Let us see what dreams may come.
Well, alrighty then.
The Tangled Shore. A lawless frontier of outlaws, scavengers, and pirates. Murderers like Aldrin and his fallen would fit right in. We need to search the shore. From the fallen camps in Quitter's Well to that ancient Awoken watchtower on the horizon. Leave no stone unturned. Aldrin can't hide from us.
Cora told us Cade's killers are skulking about the Tangled Shore. It's not much of a lead, but it's all we've got. Let's get to searching. Aldrin and his gang of fallen can't hide from us.
Can you get a directional arrow here, please? Just random encounters around the desert then, I guess. So be it. I was curious to see if I could destroy those and set those rocks adrift. Guess not. So I guess I'm just supposed to run around and hope that I run into somebody who's got information. Guess I'll try my typical approach paradigm and oh.
Gotta be a way forward if we keep looking.
Cave. Might prove interesting. The captain? Softy. And like I said, I guess I'll just search along the perimeter. So I break open a way forward over here. Oh! Nope. Nice try. So I will be live again with more Destiny 2 tomorrow night. And then Monday night I'll be teaming up with Nostradamus again for some more OG Borderlands. And then I'll round out this gameplay arc Tuesday night with some more Destiny 2.
That's weird. An energy signature in the middle of nowhere. Let's check it out.
Oh. I gotta remember that I have my triple jump. Oh, there we go. Directional arrow. Or at least I thought I did. I probably don't now that I swap skills around. So I am razored down with gaming peripherals tonight, and all of them performing really well. Definitely helping out in the fight. So in addition to the Razer Kraken 7.1 V2s that I'm wearing, which help a lot with directional sound. This is 7.1, while they might just be kind of a gimmick implementation, still do help out with being able to tell where different ambient noises are coming from. Like I said, back in that cave, I definitely had instances where I could hear more of the
I've marked a suspicious energy signature on your display.
explosive dudes than well before I could see them.
Huh. Well, that's gotta be something.
Nice job, Ghost. And like I mentioned, I'm also using the Razer Viper mouse, which I was a little nervous buying the Viper because I used to be so in love with the original Death Adder, which I would still say is arguably the best gaming mouse ever made. So I didn't think I would ever like any Razer as much as it. Did they go respawning restricted? Find Cage Killers. Am I out of ammo? His body stuck on the wall. You really need to sit still. Did I get your ammo pack is the question. Oh, I got that dude one shot. Maybe not that one. Quick work!
Those were the creatures we fought in the prison of elders. They're spreading.
Oh, wow. Immune.
On the ridge.
Perhaps you will give my children a better fight than your friend King. Death is your shield and my sword.
Man, punches always sound good. I'm also using the Razer Torturis Chroma. It's my mini mechanical keyboard that I'm using tonight.
Erupting.
Okay, I didn't know it was going to be that enemy type. Oh, engram. Too full? What kind of weapon is it? Kinetic weapons? Hoping I got enough room and distance. Kinetic weapons. Alright. Abomination. Is that an actual abomination? I thought Abomination's is like the same thing, basically as big as an ogre. Nah, bro, you can't just shut that grenade off. Great. Oh, no. Didn't even mean to scope in.
Someone's hacking our comms.
You're late. Here I was thinking I'd be hiding Aldrin alone.
It's revenge.
We need to talk, face to face. I'm on my way to see an old acquaintance. Word is, he wants Aldrin and his barons dead as much as we do. Problem is, the feeling is mutual. So my acquaintance is laying low in a hidden bunker. If we want him to open the door, we can't leave any witnesses. Clear the area.
I thought I had cleared the area. Oh boy. Something big coming in? Oh! Something. What is that? Corrupted chieftain. Come here, chief. No witnesses! Nice. Destiny 2 always feels great.
I'm sending you some backup. Please, don't shoot the backup.
Okay.
Our backup are fallen.
Oh, did I forget to mention that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Petrovenge. It's be very. If I gotta get into a firefight, it's gonna be very difficult to. Oh no! No! I didn't realize the backside of that dang thing was empty space! Alright. We're going to clear out Scorn. Areas clear 0-4. Oh! Finisher! No, you do not. That trash.
Not that I'm complaining, but why are Fallen fighting against other Fallen?
The Scorn aren't fallen. Not anymore.
Alright, let's see what area these guys are in. Oh, what is that? Okay. I'm trying to help him without shooting him. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Like I said, it's gonna be hard to tell friend from foe up in here. Oh, no, 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 get out of there. Getting no heavy ammo. Who is Chieftain? Come on. Now you monkeys got no protection. Good? We're good.
The Baron's leader, the Fanatic, has the power to resurrect dead fallen as frenzied, bloodthirsty puppets, and he believes Aldrin gave him that power.
Well, apparently Aldrin did. Oh, no, good guy. More fallen coming in? No! Go. You were messing up. Good, good, good. Super, almost over. Oh.
So Aldrin and the Barons murder Cade and then come here. What's so special about the Tangled Shore?
That's not my secret to tell, Guardian. It's the reefs. I'll say this. Aldrin sent the Barons here for a reason. I just need to confirm my suspicions.
Finishing! Now we got special ammo, jokers. Yep. So I want to make sure. I thought I felt a heavy around these parts. Oh, what is that? Who is... Dang it, who's the... Yeah, they're angry. Rightfully so. Down he goes. Oh, there's a second one? Since the first one wasn't enough fun. Oh, oh, good guys. Ah, what was that? No, don't fall off the edge. Gotta take out some trash first, I guess. There we go. Ooh. Man, he straight disintegrated that dude. Oh. Dang it. Headshots, no! Alright. Where is he? Some nasty, gross stuff he's letting loose there. We finished him off there.
All clear out here, Petra.
Great. Now get over here.
Alright, that all worked out then. So now that my temperatures are back down on this thing, now I'm actually really pleased with myself and this upgrade. I was hating it earlier today. But now I'm pretty pleased with what was a fairly low-cost upgrade. That bumps this box up to more modern specs.
If it isn't Petra Vesh, the worst jailer in the solar system. What brings you to my home away from home? Away from the home.
God, that sounds like Leonard Nimoy so much.
I heard you lost the shore.
You lost my shore.
Thought you might want some help getting it back.
A guardian. And where, oh where, pray tell, is its ghost?
Never mind the ghost. There were 2 guardians at the prison of elders when it fell. Cade 6, and this one. The 3 of us want the same thing, Spider. Uldren and his barons. Dead.
Oh, what is your... Oh, I see. Despite our clear, mutually aligned interests, I'm sorry, but I can't help but feel like it is I who will come up short. It's true. I know where Aldrin and his barren scheme. You go, scratch your itch, then we can just say, you owe me. Do we have a deal?
Now, I don't know if it's going to give me credit for the bounty that I already completed. Probably not. It's so weird now that they allow you to access stuff out of sequence, so I actually already met Spider. So even if I take away what I did on my Battle.net account, when I came into the game, I immediately went to Spider.
Shall we make a deal?
And so, right, so I already completed that bounty. You've already completed this. So I don't know if that counts as one of the 5 things that he wants me to do. Still didn't really, maybe if I look in Director, they tell you more specifically. Petra and Spider are your best and only allies. Talk to Petra. So I don't even necessarily have anything to do with him right now.
I'm sorry about Cade. He didn't deserve to. And my people are in ruins. Those who knelt to Uldren he slaughtered.
Now
The
doesn't...
rest have scattered.
Now he already has a bow.
Too late for revenge. Here, this bow is for you.
Not enough space.
Straight from the Vestian armory. Let's go set things right.
So let's see. So now, doesn't he already have a bow? Yeah, combat bow. So he's just supposed to accept a second one, I guess? Okay.
Queen's blessing on your hunt. If you need something, tell me. I don't
So now
want to
talk to
keep you
Spider.
any longer than I have to.
One more thing before I give you the location of the Baron's soiree. The prison of Elders continues to leak like a sieve. Someone should clean up that mess before traipsing off for murder and mayhem. What do you say, friends? Quid pro quo before you go?
So now, does it count that one? I guess not.
Marvelous.
So these are the ones that I'm like, I don't know these maps well enough to know where the flooded chasm is in the EDZ, and of course it's not actually marked on the map. You have to either know where it is or take to the web to figure it out, and that is, I don't believe in going outside the game to complete stuff, so hopefully I can do what I need to do by completing these bounties. Alright, well thanks so much everybody for joining in. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to get off of here and get a couple things done, and hit the hay. So once again, my name has been Ghastly Samus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. If you happen to be watching the archive version of this video, I appreciate you as well. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way you can just get notifications whenever I post new content. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night at roughly the same time, actually probably earlier, to play some more Destiny 2 and continue burn-in testing on my recently upgraded PC. And then Monday night, I will be on with Nordstradamus, playing some more OG Borderlands in our twice-weekly Borderlands series on Twitch. And then Tuesday, I'll be back with more Destiny 2. So until then, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.